They can help governments with healthcare, they can help governments with tax processing, help governments with simple things like reserving space in a national park, but whatever those use cases may be. If American innovators are to continue to lead the world, they will need regulatory clarity and certainty, which the legislative and executive branches must work together to provide. From the creation of regulatory sandboxes for early product development to the clear application of interstate commerce principles to prevent balkanized rulemaking that chokes product adoption, together we can find common sense, pro-growth protections for American workers, families, and children while freeing inventors to do what they do best. It is vital that permitting reform remains a priority for both the executive and legislative branches. As the President has said, it is time to build, build, build. We must also all recognize that AI represents not just the next frontier of the digital, but the enormous investment in the concrete and steel and critical minerals that make up our modern world. I spent much of my time in my first run in government as the U.S. CTO.
We must ensure that our AI policy is anchored in maximizing economic opportunity for Americans. And I'm not just talking about the billionaires in Silicon Valley. I'm talking about everyday Americans waking up and going to work in family-sustaining careers enhanced by AI, but not replaced by it.
The capacity to actually export chips themselves, we are already there and already around the world.
So what's the countervision, if you will? We see the
AI is transformative. It has the potential to raise Americans' standard of living, to simplify tasks and to end mindless paperwork, to empower those with disabilities to live more independently, to enhance existing businesses, and to create new ones. Like the internet, AI can and will extend the reach of American values around the world. But make no mistake, America is in an AI race with China.
Countries are trying to find a way to implement artificial intelligence for their people, so we're primed right now to be able to be the solution for so.
However, just recently, the Chief Data Officer for the Social Security Administration disclosed to my committee that he was forced to resign after notifying us that DOGE is jeopardizing the Social Security data of over 300 million Americans. It's actually quite stunning, the lack of protections to this data that we've seen as a result of their activities, and more of that will become public in the days ahead. So my question for you, sir, is can you explain how Americans can trust this plan when the administration has shown it can't handle our most sensitive data?
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that particular example, but data protection is critically important, and I know that our administration has worked across the implementation of AI across all of our agencies, takes that extraordinarily seriously.
Well, you have to demonstrate. It's nice words, and rhetoric is always very nice, but if you don't demonstrate that you're actually making it a priority, I don't think any of us can believe that it is a priority. And
finding markets and customers, with government providing financing guarantees.
The Trump administration has canceled over $800 million in National Science Foundation grants, $8.9 billion in National Institutes of Health research grants, and that doesn't even account for all the funding cuts and chaos within the Department of Education. We cannot be short-sighted. These attacks on our scientists, researchers, educators, and students will have devastating impacts on scientific advancements and our nation's ability to compete globally.